Welcome to a Heroes of Newerth Heroes Spotlight featuring Parallax the Artificer, a corrupted, sentient cosmic force hell-bent on destroying Newerth. Parallax is an intelligence hero with great late-game carry potential, dealing high multi-target damage. He punishes heroes with low mana pools and disrupts spellcasts repeatedly as he zips around a fight, difficult to pin down. Parallax's Q is Fulcrum Shift. Since it is central to his kit, he begins the game with a free point in the ability at level 1. Parallax sends his Fulcrum out in a line to a target location, dealing magic damage to all enemies it collides with, and a bonus based on a percent of his max mana pool. At higher ranks, Fulcrum Shift has up to 2 charges on a low cooldown, so you can rapid cast the ability twice. Parallax's W is Ionic Dash. Ionic Dash sends Parallax flying to the location of his Fulcrum, damaging and silencing enemies along the way. Hitting an enemy hero with Ionic Dash will reset the cooldown of the ability immediately, allowing you to dash twice in short succession, provided you have 2 charges of your Q at the ready. It's important to note that if the Fulcrum isn't sent to a location, this ability cannot be used. Parallax's E is Dark Mana. Dark Mana is a passive that grants Parallax charges when damaging enemy heroes with abilities. Each charge gives Parallax a small bonus to his max mana pool, capping out at 120 charges of 11 bonus mana. On death, Parallax loses 5 charges. If he has 25 charges or less, he'll instead lose 20% of them. Gaining charges also powers up the Fulcrum and depletes mana from enemy heroes that come near it in a 225 radius. The zone around it passively drains mana per second that scales with the number of charges. Parallax's R is Earth Shatter. Activating Earth Shatter creates a tether between Parallax and his Fulcrum that deals significant magic damage per second and stacks a movement speed slow on all enemies in the area. This area changes in size based on the distance between the two. Enemy heroes affected by Earth Shatter take a flat 180 magic damage per second. As an added bonus, if they have a smaller mana pool than Parallax, they take an additional 4 damage per second for each 100 mana difference. While Earth Shatter is active, Parallax's move speed is increased and the ability drains his mana until he runs out or toggles the effect off. If the Fulcrum is on Parallax, then Earth Shatter will deal damage in a small radius around him to enemies. Now that we're familiar with the individual abilities, let's see them combined together in action. Parallax sees a tower dive opportunity on Pyromancer. Leading with Fulcrum Shift and Ionic Dash to move in, damage, and silence him, Parallax follows with his second available charge of Fulcrum Shift to finish him off. Here, Parallax joins a fight, still leading with Fulcrum Shift, but then immediately following with Earth Shatter, catching Legionnaire in the zone. Legionnaire doesn't have a lot of mana, so he takes a ton of damage while moving sluggishly to retreat. While Earth Shatter is active, keep in mind that Fulcrum Shift is key for repositioning the damage and slow zone mid-fight. Here, Parallax activates his ultimate too early and hits nobody with it. Moving his Fulcrum into place with Q, he's able to help damage and chase down Magmus. Let's talk items. Parallax benefits from having a huge mana pool since it scales the damage on his abilities and allows him to spam spells more often without running low. With that in mind, Sacrificial Stone and Icon of the Goddess are great early game pickups. For late game, Sheepstick, Hellflower, or Frostfield Plate can be a great fit depending on the matchup. Thanks for watching this Hero Spotlight featuring Parallax the Artificer. Please leave us your comments below the video and be sure to check out his other avatars with the next patch.